Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Friday Craft Day. Well, today I'm going to be working on a little wreath to go in my forever wreath. And it's a type of wreath that I've made years and years and years ago. And I'll bet a lot of you out there have made them also, but I'll bet not a lot of you have made one recently because it seems to have been a forgotten kind of wreath. And that's a wreath using little squares of fabric and a styrofoam wreath form. So we're going to see what we can come up with. Now, I'm going to tell you the fabric that I got. I wanted Halloween, and nobody, as I tried, has Halloween material at this point in time. I mean, Hobby Lobby has Christmas out, but of course Hobby Lobby doesn't really indulge in a lot of Halloween, if any. I'm not sure. But in the meantime, I did find some on Amazon, but when it arrived last night, it was a jersey type material, not a cotton, and that's not what you want to use for this kind of a wreath because it doesn't stand up nice and stiff. But we're going to work with it. We're going to see what we can come up with, and you'll get the concept anyway. So I'm going to take you down to the counter. Oh, and by the way, thank you for my new subscribers. I do appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe and the bell, and you get notified when I come out to do some kind of craft project. The boys are going to be getting their koozie cups today, and I put a picture of them up on my community tab. So if you haven't seen it, go over and check it out. They came out fantastic. I think everybody's going to have fun with them. So that was my first project with my new Cricut Maker 3. And I have a couple of others in mind. One of them being a sign to go on the porch. And it's 4 feet long. So that will be quite a project. Don't ever do anything easy, Donna. Just jump right in. That's what I say. And anyway. But I also need to do my July cards coming up pretty soon, so I'll be busy with that. We'll have lots of different craft projects. I think summertime is a good time to do lots of different crafts. And this one in particular today, by the way, is something that you could do easily with your kids or grandkids. So I'm going to take you down to the desk now, and we're going to get busy making, I guess you'd call it a rag wreath. So I'll see you in just a bit. Hang in there. All right, here's my wreath. That's one of these little plastic covered hay wreaths. They came from the Dollar Tree. And here's what I'm going to use. These are little squares of material. This happens to be Halloween material. And I have to tell you, God bless Amazon. They're the only place I could find Halloween material this time of year. I checked Michael's, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, and Joann's, and nobody had it in stock in the stores. I could have had something shipped, but who would have known how long it would take. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is not the right kind of material that you should normally use, but because this wreath is so small, I think I can make it work. Because this material is like a jersey, and what you really want is a cotton, because then it will stand up. You know, this one will tend to flop. Now, I've cut these squares 3 by 3. I think usually you would cut them 4 by 4, but again, the wreath is small. So I'm going to be using this tool. And you can see it has a little ball on the end of this. It's like for scoring. You want to have something that you can poke through. The other end has a much finer point. Still has a ball. And I probably could use this one, but I'm going to start with this one and see how it works. And all you do, if you haven't done one of these before, is to take a piece of the material and put it on your wreath. And take your little poker thing and poke it down in the hole. Okay? And then you keep going around. It's really quite easy. It's something you could do with your kids. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go right around the middle, all the way around. And if I can get these apart. The hardest part about this was cutting these squares using pinking shears, because the pinking shears are right-handed pinking shears. Now I think what I might do is get some liquid stiffen. You can get that at a place like Joann's. And it will make the fabric stiffen up. And if it was a little stiffer, if it was a cotton, I would be going in more, in between them more. Okay? I mean, I would be, pushing this up inside the other one. But this wants to flop over to the wrong side if I do that. So we're going to go around like this. And it's so easy. Once you've got all these little squares cut. And I used to have a great big one. I think I made it actually. It was a Christmas one. I don't know whatever happened to it. But I haven't seen anybody making any of these lately. So some of you may not have seen them before. And see, I'm just poking. Sometimes you poke 3 or 4 times to get enough of that down in the hole to make it want to sit up a little bit. This is cute material. Poke it on in, and you can see it flops over some, but we're going to be baking 2 more rows of it, so I think we'll be okay. Now usually you can use like a regular styrofoam, but you want to use that, the blue styrofoam, not that white styrofoam, because it will just fall apart when you start poking holes in it. I just happened to have this downstairs and I thought, well, I don't have anything else I can do with this that I know of. I mean, I could poke flowers in it, I suppose. And this will be probably perfect to go on my forever wreath. those of you who have not seen or know what I'm talking about with the Forever Wreath, I should have a listing of all of them on my page. We've made a few. Okay, I got around once. Doesn't look like much now, but we're going to be going on the inside and then on the outside too. And again, it would come out better with the cotton material that would stand up. All right, I'll be right back and we'll start another row. All right. So we go around the front. And I'm actually pushing it in a couple of spots to see if I can keep it from drooping so. Let me just raise you up a little bit because I have to move it over. See if I push it up in here and over here. It won't droop down. Let me try a little something here. I have some ribbon. I'm curious as to how ribbon would work here with it. So I think I'll cut a piece about 6 inches. See, if we take a little piece like this, well, you can't put it through the other fabric. You got to get it out of the way. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. We put some of those around. Okay. Well, coming along here. You have to go back and fiddle with it. Get pieces the way you want them. Well, we got around the inside. If they tend to droop down a little bit, you just find another spot to stick them in. See, this is one-sided material, which is also more difficult to use. Let's put a few more bows on. I didn't bring my good scissors up, so we'll work with these. that's cute. That really makes a difference, doesn't it? I'm kind of pinching it together, but not really trying to make multiple layers, because then it gets to be too hard to push it through. And what I'm doing is I'm just pressing one and then pulling the side in and doing it again, if I can get it through. There we go. Well, you know, it's actually coming out pretty good. And they don't fall out, as a rule. I shouldn't say they don't fall out unless I qualify it. I think we could do one more. Well, no, you know what I think I'll do? I think I'll put a bow up there. Just a little one. Now I'm going to have to take a little piece and cut it. Go around this. And that little piece that I used to tie it with is what I'm sticking in the wreath. Look at that. I love it. Isn't that cute for like a raggy wreath? See if I can Get this in there a little more. There we go. Oh, I got the wrong end. There we go. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. Look at that. Let me go get the forever wreath and we'll see what it looks like on it. I'll be right back. Hey, there you go. That's really cute. I like it. It shows up nicely. And you just can fiddle around with it. And you can see the bows and the ribbons. October 31st. So I think it came out okay. It came out okay for the material I was using. I'm going to make another one when I can get some nice stiff cotton material. And we'll make some more because I think this is a cute, and it doesn't take any time at all to make this. So grab some material. You can do pretty spring or summery material. You don't have to do Halloween. I just was looking for Halloween. But get yourself some nice, just regular cotton. And for this size, I made the squares 3 by 3, and they were plenty big enough. If you're using a bigger styrofoam ring, I would make them 4 by 4. And you just stick them in there. That's it. No glue, no wires. So it's a perfect project to work with your kids or grandkids. You can cut out the squares and they can stick them in. They'll have a ball. So that's my little wreath for today. And I'm going to be working on something Tuesday. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I have to tell you, it is just basically impossible, or it is for me anyway, because I'm not a wholesaler or buy wholesale, to find materials. So I keep trying. I have some ideas for projects if I could just get the materials. But we'll find something to make on Tuesday. I've got some blue. We could make a blue wreath for summer. But in the meantime, I'll see you Sunday for the next in the desserts. And we're going to have a ball on this Sunday. That's a hint. So until then, give me a second and I'll be right back. So there you go. And here's that pretty wreath over here. It really does look cute. I'm enjoying it. And that was kind of fun to make. I haven't done one like that in forever and ever. Like I said, it wasn't the right kind of material. It's too floppy. But it gave you the idea of how to make this. And we're going to get together and make another one of those when I can get some material. Probably do another one for the fall, maybe Thanksgiving. And we'll see how we can do with some nice cotton material. But like I said, I can buy this product that's called Stiffen, and that will help somewhat. The other issue with this material is that it is single-sided. You have a print on this side, and it's white on this side, so it shows up if it flops over. But that's okay. It doesn't flop over when it's up against that forever wreath, as you can see. Okay, and the bows look so cute on there and the ribbons, so I think it came out just fine. I'm certainly satisfied with it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and if you remember making one of those, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you again on Sunday for another episode in Summer Sweets. So until then, everybody have a great afternoon and play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.